let's get involved, involved, let's get involved, involved, let's get involved, 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 involved.
The biggest threat to national security and defense in Nigeria, for me, is the strategic and tactical deployment of our police and military personnel to deal with the various internal attacks to security that continue to surface in our country. Clearly, our police is not strategic enough in proactively managing hotspots in our country. Our intelligence services are not using clandestine and covert operations to infiltrate the ranks of these internal militia and terrorist organizations. As far as I'm concerned, it is clearly a failure of leadership. The top brass of the military, police, and intelligence agencies need significant tactical support from more developed countries in gathering intelligence, in undertaking covert operations, in infiltrating the ranks of these insurgents and criminal groups, and managing proactively the hotspots all across the country. You see, like other aspects of our country, our military is no different. They are no doubt struggling with having the right capacity to drive their effectiveness. We must be honest. Nigeria has a human capability deficit, and our police, military, and intelligence services are not left out of this deficit. Some of my key areas of focus will be improved strategic and tactical training for these forces in internal security, counter-terrorism, and covert operations, and also the strengthening of these covert and clandestine operations all across our security institutions, and very importantly, the implementation of a performance management system that derives from the improved strategy to hold commanding officers responsible for security breaches in areas under their purview. Also, the appalling human rights records of our security operatives and forces needs to be put under proper scrutiny, and a massive acculturation program, including a regime of sanctions, needs to be implemented, with development assistance, perhaps from abroad, to guide our cadets, our officers, and our men to respect and uphold the dignity of the Nigerian citizens that they serve. We certainly need more police and civil defense presence on our streets and across the country, not mounting roadblocks to collect "what do you have for the boys," but sitting in squad cars, equipped with appropriate radio and IT and telecommunication devices, with enough CCTV cameras all around the cities, and with well-trained personnel and people who are also well paid to deliver security to all Nigerians, and spend less time in the convoys of corporate and public sector VIPs. You see, a lot of the breakdown of law and order that we experience and the vigilante type response that people have to violence is because our police and security forces have failed us completely. Nigerians will rather take the law into their own hands than bother calling the police. Finally, the quality of personnel in our security, intelligence, and defense forces needs to be focused on. I mean, what is the recruitment process? What is the structure of their compensation? And what are the operational impediments to their performance? We hear of police officers demonstrating that they have not been paid their salaries and allowances. We see sporadic acts of indiscipline from these men, shooting innocent citizens and cruelly beating up fellow Nigerians. Are we carrying out psychological evaluations of our police officers? Are we dealing with the post-traumatic conditions many of them will have after combat in the various theaters of operation? Can we root out the corruption in the system that shortchanges their pay and allowances? As an elected representative, I will articulate legislation, I will drive engagement, I will ensure that hands-on we work to address these issues and ensure that there's proper oversight that delivers on a better police, better security, and better defense infrastructure for Nigeria.
Omagbitse Barrow is the promoter of the Let's Get Involved campaign and an aspirant for the Federal House of Representatives, Amak Buhari Federal Constituency of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. under the platform of the Abundant Nigerian Renewal Party, ANRP. You can find out more about the ANRP and Omagbitse's Let's Get Involved campaign using the information on the screen. Get involved.